Happy almost Halloween, and since it's my favorite holiday, I wanted to give you a very special video. To create this look, I applied liquid latex all over my mouth. I got this at Spirit Halloween, and after I applied the liquid latex, I covered it in tissue. You want to repeat this step 4 to 5 times to create a thick base layer, and you'll also understand why it's important later on. Next, you want to make sure the liquid latex and tissue are very dry, so to speed up this process, I used my blow dryer. After the product is all dry, you'll want to apply more liquid latex, get some cotton balls, and pull them apart and apply them all over your lips to make it super thick. After you've set your cotton balls and applied liquid latex, you want to make sure your mouth is completely dry before you do any other step. So if you want to speed up this, use your blow dryer. After everything is dry, take your current foundation that you are using and apply it over the tissue and cotton to give it that flesh-like skin color. The next step I did is I took my blush, which is a pinkish reddish color, and I used this and applied it all over the product to create a more realistic mouth and flesh color. Finally, the fun part, and also the part that you need to be careful on. Next, take a sharp pair of scissors and cut through the product to create an open mouth look. Tip: make the mouth larger than your own, and the reason it's important to have the product dry is so it's easier to cut through. Next, I cut part of the upper and bottom lip away to have it appear larger, and then after that, I used my fingers to stretch out the skin, making it look more realistic and easier to sew shut later on. Okay, so I actually created this look a few times, and the first 2 times that I created this, I did not apply tissue inside my mouth after I had cut it, and the product did not look realistic, and so the final time I put tissue inside my mouth with applying latex over it each time, and did this about 2 to 3 times and blow dried it, and it actually looked a lot more realistic when I went to apply the black over it. So I do recommend applying the tissue and latex over the mouth after you have cut it to make it look more realistic. So then take your grease in the color black and apply it all over the inside of your mouth. Next, take the red grease and apply it on the inside folds of your lips to make it look like your mouth actually got cut open. Next, I took my scab blood, which I got from Walmart, and no Halloween store had this product, which was super frustrating, but Walmart did, so thumbs up to them. But I applied this product all over the inside of my mouth and a little on the outside to make it look more realistic. And the blood is a thicker blood, which works perfectly for the inside of your mouth. Next, I will sew my mouth shut, and I got the string at Hobby Lobby, which is a great store, and I used a knife to cut the holes. Don't use a knife, it's not safe. Rather use a big needle instead. I'm not the smartest, but use a big needle instead. And for those of you who know how to sew, it's just up, down, up, down. And also doing this, sewing your mouth shut, it gets really messy, which is kind of neat because it looks really realistic and it's just super cool. Majority of the scab blood actually disappears when you are sewing your mouth shut. So what I did after I had sewed my mouth shut is I went back in with my scab blood and applied it inside my mouth again to make it look more realistic and gory. After I finished sewing my mouth shut, I went in and cut the ends of the string off. Next, I used my pint of blood and applied it all over my mouth to make it look like I really got my mouth slit open and sewn shut, and applied it all over my neck. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. It was super fun creating it, and let me know what you guys think below.